Alright, well I thought I'd make a little quick video on, I don't know, Glock fun. So I'll have to tell you how I ended up, at least for me, buying these two Glocks here. We'll talk about them in just a moment. My kids kept bothering me saying that, because as you know and they know, I'm a 1911 fan. They said, well, you don't have a Glock. Well, I said, well, I have this little Taurus 709. It's the same basic idea as a Glock. Got a metallic slide, non-metallic frame. They go, well, yeah, okay, that's nice, but it's not a Glock. And then I told them, I said, well, what about my Smith & Wesson 40? It's the same idea. It even looks a little bit more like a Glock than the Taurus does. Non-metallic frame with the metal inserts, of course, and then, of course, the metallic slide. Nope, that wasn't good enough for them because they said it wasn't a Glock. So that's how I ended up buying a Glock. My first Glock I went and got was this Glock 17, Gen 5. And anyways, I thought I would satisfy them with that, and they were pretty happy that finally we had a Glock, although we haven't yet fired this gun. So it's got a double stack magazine, so we'll get to fire it here someday. We took it out to fire it, but the shooting range was closed due to a high fire hazard. So they continued to complain, saying that, okay, you do have a Glock, that's nice, but you don't have a Glock 19. I thought, oh, okay, well, at least I have an excuse to buy another gun. So I went and picked up a Glock 19, so which is a bit smaller. This is the Gen 5, probably more popular for concealed carry than the somewhat larger Glock 17. I think this is like a 4.01 inch barrel, and 17 is either 4.48 or 4.49. I just say 4.5 inch because that's rounds up to 4.5 easily. So then, anyways, I thought, well, since I have a Glock, maybe I can have even more fun with these Glocks. And what I'm talking about is this thing right here. This is called a micro conversion kit. So, and maybe some of you don't know what these are, so we'll talk about it real quick. It's got this little folding arm brace. See how this Velcro can be undone, and your forearm can go through here. And then pretend like my forearm's in there, so go like that and you hold on to it. Anyways, so I picked up the little single point sling for it, and it also, when I bought it, it came with not this flashlight, but rather a plastic insert that looks kind of like a flashlight, same basic shape, but that looked a little hokey. So I thought, well, okay, I'll just go ahead and pick up a flashlight, so at least it'll look, you know, look good there instead of having a little plastic insert there. And then some sights up here on this rail. So there's a rail on the side here, on the right and the left, that allows one to place something else here. Well, since I have sights here and a light here, probably makes sense to put a laser there if one wanted to. So, okay, so let's get to the fun part. So how this works is, this is like a shell, and the Glock goes inside here. I'll show you how that's done. You push this button here. This is kind of like a release lever there, and then you have this piece here which slides back and forth. It's very free moving. It has these little cutouts in it that fit into the serrations on the slide right here of the Glock. So these serrations here on the Glock, they match the mirror image serrations here on this sliding part inside. So to put your Glock in here, you insert the muzzle of the gun up this way, and then the back of the gun comes down here and slides right into the slots here on this thing. Then you, once that's engaged in those slots there, you push the gun forward. And what you heard clicking there was this thing right here. It clicks and locks onto the rail right here. Locks right into this. So both of these guns will fit in this shell. This is currently set up for the 17. We'll talk about that in a second. Then once you've got that locked into place, you push this back down. Let's see. And then lock it forward. And you'll know, oops, sorry about that, it's locked into position because you'll see this little red dot show up in this little window. All right. So then that allows one to fire the Glock 17 in this manner like this. So of course, if you want, you can put your forearm through here. And then we've got our sights, which I have not sighted these in yet. So, which is pretty easy. Just turn these little adjusters here to sight it in. And be able to increase your accuracy and increase your fun. One thing else we can tell you about that is that you can, there's a spot here for like an extra magazine. So I can put an extra magazine in there. And it clicks right up into place. I didn't snap it all the way in, but so it won't fall out when you're using it. So I thought, okay, well that looks like a lot of fun. Like I said, I haven't fired this gun yet, but can we make it even more fun? I realized, absolutely, yes we can. What we can do is put a drum on it. So here we have a 50 round 9mm drum, which is made for a Glock. It's right in there like that. So I guess this probably, at least for me and my boys, probably be the most fun we can have with a Glock, to have our Glock in the micro conversion kit shell, which is made by CAA Arms, I think it is, and the drum, the 50 round drum. Let's adjust our camera angle slightly and see if we can make it easier to see the whole thing. There we go. I think you can see the whole thing at once now. So I was saying that this shell can accept the Glock 19 as well. Since the Glock 19 is somewhat shorter, what we have to do in order for it to fit in is move this piece here in so that it matches the length of this shorter barrel here. And so yeah, you just take off loosen the screw and slide that in, then tighten it again, and then you can use it for the 19 as well. The manufacturer recommends that if you're using your Glock in a shell like this, to because if you think about it, this gun will be fired in kind of an enclosed space. They said to get a little bit of gun grease and just kind of wipe it on here, so that makes it easier to clean after you take it out, because the deposits will begin to form on the front part of the slide here. So that'll be pretty easy to do. You just have to remember to do that. If not, you'll be using solvents there trying to clean it off. But with a little light coating of gun grease on there, it'll just wipe right off. So there you go. I guess as soon as the gun range opens up again, it's an outdoor range that we like to go to, we are going to have some Glock fun with our micro conversion kit from CAA arms. Have a good day.